Good stream, guys. Hope you're all well. Thought I'd do a little bit of a live build for a few hours. Done a bit of off-stream work today, so it's going to be a little bit of an update. Done a bit yesterday as well, so the eagle eye viewers will see there's a roof on this building in front of us. But also the tower to the left-hand side, the roof is nearly finished up the top there. So slight difference on one of the towers as well, which I hope you'll like and appreciate, which we'll go and have a look at in just a moment. And queue line work to this particular building. So just trying to make sure everything's lined up, everything's good. Hey dude, how you doing? Welcome to stream IC. Nice to see you, my friend. Thank you for joining. It's pretty good lit up as well, doesn't it? It's come a long way. I'm just experimenting with things down here. But we've got some lights going on in the windows now up the top here. I've just got to have a fiddle around with what other windows I use because of the lighting in them. Done a little bit of queue work here, not finished, but started. I've got to figure out how I'm going to do a train over the top of that. And started the hatch to go underground. And I thought instead of doing a load of rock work and just a hole, let's just make it another gate and see how it goes, really. We've got zombie sounds now downstairs in the rooms. So what we'll do, we'll start the stream with just a couple of... hopefully everything is working all right. Are we all good? Oh yeah, sorry mate. I hope you're all better now. Yeah, I noticed that. It looked quite good. So what we'll do, we'll start with a ride on this when it comes back round. Which is pretty much the same as the video I uploaded earlier. Added a few more bits actually since then. Just pipe work and stuff. Nothing major. Where are we? So we'll just start off with this, guys, and then we'll do the other one, and then you guys can guess the difference, I guess. And the differences to the video that I put up earlier. Basically, there's a bit more steam, a few more pipes, a couple of electric cables and stuff. It kind of just gives it a little bit more of a better vibe. So enjoy this. So you'll see there's lights now at each section, and you get reflection in the doors, which is quite cool. I have also put levels on each one. Just eagle-eye viewers, a little bit of detail, you know. Anyone working on it, I can see. But the reason I put the lights in is they're not very bright from outside, but what it does do is it shows you the full drop. Where previously, when there was no lights in there, you couldn't see the lift, the elevator go down. And now we also have this. See how the doors are open all the way down. And I got rid of the mummies and I put some more mist in just to give it a bit of a vibe. Reason being, I added the mummies to the trigger, and it just basically messed up the whole trigger work. It wouldn't work. Which was just really, really strange. So what we'll do now, guys, is we'll just... This one is just coming in. So we'll do the same view. see if you guys can spot any differences. Hopefully you can. Took me a while to do it. That's the first thing that's new, yep. There's a bit of pipe work up the top. It's a little bit new. I've also put a little bit of steam in. Just there. It's only a tiny effect. Oh, look. Kind of freaky. Does that work, guys? I hope it does. And that's the only difference, to be perfectly honest. I just thought we got to mix them up a little bit, and I thought, well, why not just turn it all upside down? And it works. It works really well. That's me in the front row shaking like a good one. I hate the Tower of Terror. I love it, but I hate it. It's one of those rides that I hate going on, but you kind of have to ride it. It's just, I know this doesn't resemble that really compared to real life. But I thought it was just something simple, and I didn't have to add a load more pieces. I didn't have to differently theme it, and literally it only took a while because it wouldn't flip on the same axis, but also at the same time I had to separate all the buildings because there was loads of bits together. So it works in the exact same fashion. The only thing I was thinking of was as it goes down this final loop, drop, sorry, not loop, was to put the electric down both sides the whole way, but then I thought, will it lag the game out if I do that? I don't know. But there you go, there's the two differences, guys. I thought that works quite well, to be honest. Where is it? Put the light on. There we go. So yeah, it's literally the exact same room. Excuse me. There's only two differences, and one is this ledge and the ledge here. Excuse me. They're the only two differences. So the lighting's the same, the smoke is the same, so that's in the ceiling now, not the floor. And I thought that just looked, it just gave it a different vibe. The only thing I'm missing are gargoyles. Why am I missing the gargoyles? Right. Let's pause it. That gong constantly. Spooky. Where are we? We want this one. Tell you what, we'll do the winged ones on here, I think. Instead. Just again to give it that tiny different feel. Hopefully we can get away with them. Yes. Very weird building upside down, by the way. But it works. It does the job. How we like it. Don't we, guys? There we go. So there's a couple of differences then. Obviously it's upside down. But two, we got the winged gargoyles instead of the normal gargoyles. So there you go. So it is literally identical bar one beam here, because obviously you can't have that thick. So the clock, books, tables, everything's upside down, which I think is pretty cool. So yeah, you got winged gargoyles or the non. So they're basically exactly the same. There's no difference. There's only one thing I've been thinking of doing, and that's just adding a couple a little bit more of cobwebs, just because this side is lacking a little bit. Figure out where it is. There it is. Do it around that door. Do it around this door. That's already got one. Okay, put it behind here. There we go. Just adds just tiny bit of texture. Tiny bit. It does the job. But yeah, I thought it just looks quite cool. And I know this is going to clip with the carriage and all that. But I thought, you know what, with the rugs on the roof, on the ceiling, it just works really, really well. There's only one thing I actually need to change. What on earth was that? I need to amend this door. And the same on the other one. Because, bear with me guys, I know it looks like I'm blind right now, but I'm genuinely not. So where are we? So that is 22.5. So we'll have that open on 23.5. There we go. Done. So door 3. Door 3. Just double check it's that one. Door 2, 3. No, it isn't, you see. Is it? Yeah, elevator door. Oh, it's door 2 on this one. So 23.5. Done. Now what that should do is those doors should open earlier, and because they're on a slightly longer turnaround time than the others for some reason. Or it's because they open later, one of the two. So I thought it'd be better to have that view open so you can kind of see as you go through. Hey Antoine, hey Neil, hey Tom, how you doing guys? Hope you're having a great day. No worries Neil, not a problem dude. Nice to see you, thanks for joining. So I just, if you guys haven't seen, if you could hold on for literally 2 minutes, you'll see the differences between these two towers now, basically. Hey Mio, this is like Tower of Terror at Hollywood Studios in, well, Tower of Terror is basically all over the Disney parks. So there's a lift ride, my man. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining chat. That works a lot better now that that opens earlier. So, worked well. So we got some lights now in here, just in the wall. Could actually do with moving them, maybe. Yes, finally sorted. 5 days with no heat and 3.5 days with no water. Yeah, it wasn't nice. Not nice at all. But we've been so grateful they got it turned around, they got it done. It's perfect. There we go. And then I've taken away the mummies, as per the video earlier, because they were glitching out the trigger system for some reason, guys. I do like ghost trains. I'm not a huge lover of them, because I find them quite basic, but they're quite good fun. I prefer stuff like Tower of Terror. So this is now back at the station. Okay, here we go. Nice one, Mio. Post the links, dude. Everyone can check them out. More than welcome. Just let it do its autosave. So basically, guys, I'm going to leave this for you. Hopefully you've managed to stay just a couple of minutes, and you'll see the difference. It's all upside down. How cool does that look? Yes, it's identical, but it's upside down now. Ooh. Okay, got to sort out the timings of that ball. Okay, what was that? That was elevator door. Elevator door. Elevator door. Open. Do that for 4.5 seconds. Done. Means this one will be doing the same. Elevator door. 0.5. Done. So there you go. Yeah, so basically, you know, there's a couple of differences. Nothing major, which we've literally just done. So you've now got... This is identical to the other room, bar 2 bits, purely because of the way the... You know, I haven't got rid of these, so yes, it glitches. I get it. Hate me, whatever you want to do, I don't mind. So it's going to glitch through the base of it. But I had to lower down the... Obviously, the coving here, so that we could obviously go through that bit. So I've kept the woodwork in just to give it effect. But having the carpets with the wood floor on the ceiling looks pretty pretty neat, I think. Where do I live? I'm in the UK, my man. How about you, Mia? So we can actually get rid of that piece. So we don't need that. I think we can get rid of that one. So I need 2 pieces, guys, but... So if we go down here now... Delete that one. And I delete that one. There's 4 pieces saved that I can use elsewhere, guys. Where are we? So yeah. So basically that's the only difference. I say it's the only difference. We just added the winged gargoyles where... Oh, Finland. Wow. Welcome, my man. Where this one has the normal gargoyles. So that's the only difference in there. Pretty much. Yeah. I think that works quite well now. So they are slightly different. So it's going to be worth having a go on both. Whether I change the final scene or not, I don't know. We'll see. I haven't got a clue where I am here. But I just want to check that door out again. Just double check it's correct. So this should now close. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Yep, just what we want. And then hopefully the other one is identical. One thing I'm starting to realise with this particular ride setup is it needs constant management. I don't know why. You tweak something and something else changes. And it's just like, why? But it is what it is. You know what I mean, guys. If you've ever attempted a Horror Heights before. Yeah, what we'll do it from this camera angle here. And yeah, you got sparks going in the cab. But what the hell? Hey Patrick, how are you, my man? It's a lot of work, dude. Yeah, I'm happy those doors now. That's perfect. Wonder if any of them put their arms up. Oh, they do. But we have also done a load of work to the other building. So that building just here, the spooky one. So I'll show you that in just a moment, guys. Hey Colin, how you doing, buddy? Ah, you're more than welcome. Problem is it takes over your life. As to the reason why the last park was kind of the last park. But here we are building another one, so. But there we go, guys. That's nearly the finished product. Nearly. Got the pipe work, you've got all the girdering around it, just, yeah, it's got a vibe, you know? So there we go. So that's pretty much that. Where did I just see? That's those. That's fine. Right, and then we have what we have done to this today. So basically I've been working my backside off, trying to make this all fit and work and not have it glitch. So I've still got to move some bits. But I conjured this basically out of nothing. Just trying to give it that spooky vibe, but sensible vibe. So yes, that's a block section, but we have pathing just in case it stops and they have to get off, and then we got an exit just here. So you got a bit of realism going in there as well, which is quite cool, I think. Hopefully you guys will appreciate that. I did this lovely little bit here, just in, you know, outward bay window, would you say? But it just come out really, really well. Granted, those bits probably aren't the best bits to use, but they are what they are. But just a couple of Ghostbuster pieces underneath, and it just worked really well. And then I just started kind of like detailing, really. I've just started putting the windows in, putting window sills in, just giving it that little bit of extra detail. How many parks have I done? My first build was a park, well, it was called Project Pier, which was a traditional UK pier. Then I built Pyrolandia, which was a complete pirate park. Then I, at the same time, built the Snow Globe, which was a humongous snow globe with a big Christmas tree in it, where the tinsel was the coaster. And all the station buildings down below for all the rides were presents. And they were all fitted out, all in the seasonal attire, etc. And then we got on to Funderland Amusement Park, which was the first in the series of the Funderlands. Then you had Funderland Adventure Valley, and then you had Funderland Magic Kingdom. And now we have this, which is going to be the final iteration of the Funderland series, guys. And probably my very last build. And the only reason why I say that is because this has taken 6 months, 4.5, 5 months since the first stream. And I have 90% built this in stream. So, you know, if we go on the basis of what we've done so far, I know this has come leaps and bounds in the last couple of weeks, but I've got the time at the moment. You know, we're looking at 2 years. And it's a hell of a long time. 18 months, 2 years, potentially. Subject to how long I'm off work again. But anyway. Well, you're more than welcome, Colin. I must admit, sometimes, do you know what? I've sat here for probably a good, I don't know, 5-6 hours today. And all I have done, literally, is swap those around. I've done a little bit of detailing out here. I've just started some of the ivy going up the centre. I had a fiddle around with the mummies down here. I've done the... Oh yeah, let's do this. Sorry, I forgot about that. Let's just do a quick POV. We'll go back one. And kind of done this. So Planko 2 will come when Planko 2 comes. At the end of the day, the way I've got to do this is I've got to finish this part before that comes. I think that's kind of the way to look at it, and then go from there, basically. So who knows? Terra Castle, Blackpool. I've been on the ghost train there, but I haven't been in. I think Terra Castle is the bit just outside the entrance, isn't it? I think. Cheers, Tom. Let's get in there, mate. It's because of the fiscal... Is it fiscal reports? Anyway, look at all this. Nicely detailed. And then let us view. Yes. Whoosh. So I actually need all your input, everybody's input tonight, because that first drop first inversion, I've got to sort out some supports. They've started it, but I think it looks really, really bad. So you have to let me know in a minute. Well, like I say, I've just been adding bits. So you got these, the what do you call it? Murder weapons. Whatever you want to call them. I'll probably be struck off for that now. Next year. So I've got a year. I've got 12 months. It's April. Release a game in November, so expect to release this November this year. But this happens every January. Doesn't it? Hey Jeff, big up, bro. How you doing, man? You good? Planet Zoo. Coming to console. Yeah. We'll see how it runs on console. Sorry. We'll see how it runs on console. I'm sure you'll be able to have more than 50 animals in your park. I'm sure. I think that'll be the maximum, to be perfectly honest with you, and probably about 30,000 piece count. But anyway, we won't go there. We're not being negative. But anyway, that, guys, I'm just going to pause, and I'm just going to do a night view now. Hopefully you're enjoying this. Hey Kev, how you doing, buddy? Cheers for joining Facebook the other day, mate. I don't log on there that often, so my apologies if I didn't accept you straight away. I hope you're well, my man. I don't watch football. Not anymore, no. Not in about 20... Yeah, probably about 20 years I haven't watched football. Look at this view now. Yes. A little bit of sparkle at the bottom there as well with some purple electric. I don't know. It works. And that version there. Oh, that's so good. I'm good, Kevin. Plankoing it up as always. Sorry, moving the screen, wrong screen. Definitely more of a nighttime ride, I think. You know, those views. You're not going to really be looking at this. You'll be looking at the tower as you come in, but it's just, you know. I love it. It's working. What I actually wanted to do was build a semi-greenhouse awning over the top of this. Not too detailed, but just detailed enough, you know. So I'm going to pause this as it comes out, and we'll get that done tonight. So basically, I just want to do like a round, maybe not round, maybe, yeah, not round. We want it edged, I guess. Hey, Christopher. Oh, this, yeah, none of this is done though, mate. This is all just a base layer. This will probably change quite dramatically by the time we're done. So we'll probably have a big hill up the back here, just to kind of bring this in, not have so much big supports. This will all be a little bit more hilled out, etc. But I don't do any of that until I've got all the coasters in. So here I am building the buildings, but I'm not actually going to do any of the terrain work or much of it apart from stuff like this tunnel maybe, where it's kind of fixed into around the buildings. Because one thing I try and do is entwine all my rides together in some way or another. Or at least have some views, you know. So like say for instance we have a launch coaster or something, you could have it, you know, come out the building here, come round, go through its little thing, whatever it does, and then have the launch straight at this building, for instance, you know, and then it just sweeps off to the left. I don't know. Who knows? That's how I build, guys, just straight off the cuff. I've kind of gone for the generic, really, the Horror Heights Hotel. It just kind of works. 2 Horror Heights, it kind of makes sense, and it's just a dark, spooky ride, so it kind of does the job, really. Planet Coaster is my favourite. Yep, I'm not a fan of Zoo. I just can't gel with it. I should have left that pause then. Plus, I don't like the way it runs. So yeah. How old am I? Oh, crikey. I'm double that. And more. At 20 years. Double that and more, my friend. Right. I'm going to teach you all now how to make a decent looking... greenhouse looking building. So we're going to go for beams. It's going to be the easiest way to do this. And I think we want the 10 centimetre. Yep. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this in black. Cheers, Chris. Appreciate it, mate. Cheers, Kevin. I'm glad you're enjoying it, guys. I know I'm not always the most entertaining, and I know most of the time I'm most entertaining when I keep quiet. But hey ho, let's give it a go. That's what I say. Right, now I've got to figure out how high I want to have this. Because I'm thinking if they're stood up... Actually, we need a man, don't we? Chronic. We need a man! Pretty sure they're about the same height, aren't they, I think? Or are they, or is it the Robin Hood one? I can never remember. Yeah, so they're about the same height, right. Done nothing with the volcano yet. Do you know what? I sat here for 20 minutes today. Pretty much at this view. Grabbing a drink, you know, just relaxing, looking at it, thinking, where do I start? So, again, I think maybe a little bit of off-streaming is gonna happen with that more than anything, to get the ball rolling and then go from there, basically. What do we want? Archer. Okay. All right. Let's get beaming this up then. We want Channel 5 to spotlight this park. Channel 5 will more than likely want to spotlight this park. Be nice if he does, which I think he probably will do. Not sound too big-headed. Right. So what we're going to do, we're going to lower that down, and then we are going to put that just inside. So that's fine. Right. So one easy way of building structures like this, guys, just to let you know, is to always have the angled degree on, just because it keeps everything on the same axis then. And it makes life a lot easier when you're trying to add... Oh, wrong button. There we are. There I am saying keeping it on the same axis. Meter 10. So I reckon... It's a problem we got. I've got this wall here. Yeah, it looks terrible. That'll all that. You know, I did the texture like that just so that I had an idea for colorings, coasters, vibe, you know, and then as you saw the other night, what I'm going to do is what is it? Is it lava or magma? Magma. No. Oh yes, wouldn't be in animatronics, would it? Magma. So what I'm going to do is kind of... What's going on here? Still on the beam. It's just kind of sink it down, you know? 4 meter. So basically just kind of create these fissures going down the hill. And then that should give us some sort of vibe. I don't know. I've got to test it all. I've got to work it all out. I don't know yet. So it will come. Well, all you got to do, I see, is join their Discord, mate, and send it in as a submission. And you just have to wait. To be honest with you, people can refer parks as well. Hint, hint. Get it done, dude. So yeah, so it's, you know, it's gonna be something nice, hopefully. So let's go with the 1 meter again. Try this again. Just go one more, so 30. Okay, so how do we want to do this? So if we go another 30. Hint. Now I'm just wondering, we could go up to... No, because I want to... Let's go flat. How far are we away? We're still quite a way away, so it's looking good. This is looking good. So, what size glass do we have? 1 meter is minimum. Okay, so if I want to do this upright now, which looks a bit... It's too big. So it's 45. It's a 45 degree. Okay. Don't rush it, dude. Don't rush it. Because I guarantee you, the last 10% will take you about a month. That last, just going around everything, touching things in, adding those little bits in and so forth. The only thing I'd say, Icy, don't do any more roofs with 1,000 pieces. Because it was slightly laggy on my setup. Not saying it will be on Johnny's. I mean, you can feel your heart, you know, build to your heart's content if you want, dude. All I mean by it is more people will get to enjoy it. Now, I'm thinking I don't want to go that high. That's too high. So if we do a 1 meter, and then if we grab a 2x10, we'll see where we are. Oh. So it's not going to be central because obviously this walkway is a lot shorter than this one by 1 meter. So I'm fine with that. That's the only thing, dude. It's just that's why I don't do it. Is because of that. Right. How can we make? You know, I don't really want it to just. Finish, so I have to figure out. I mean, we could have it stop there. I think that'll do. Right. Okay, how long do we want this glass? Well, we got 1. This is all 1 meter, so we want to try and do it by 2. Now, a nifty little trick, guys, is change the color to yellow, because you can actually see where you're going to position it then. Alright? Just helps out. And then as you can see, we can then just line everything up. What I'm trying to do is just keep an equal distance between the edge to edge, so I'm not too fussed about the bits overlapping here because we're going to have beams going through, so that's absolutely fine. And then if we grab a 2x4, is this going to work? This is going to be too big, far too big. Which then means we need to have how does that work? So we want to be going. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, right. Be good to me. You are good to me. Thank you. That's better. Stream all right, guys? You still there? Two seconds, guys. Just got to let the dog out. Sorry, my apologies. Bear with me. Julio. What's I going to say? The dog, he only ever wants to go out when I'm streaming. Never when I'm not streaming. Just when I'm streaming. Very inconvenient. We stayed outside, so he can stay outside until he barks. Right. Okay. Where were we? No, Colin, thank you for the comment, mate. it genuinely is lovely to hear, and that's really not trying to float my own boat. It's just I never set out to kind of share my work really, and that kind of was all it ever was, and it's turned into something which is lovely. So I appreciate you guys, really do. And like I always say with this, it's only practice makes perfect. And my builds are far from perfect. Get some ivy on this and stuff, some cobwebs, it'll all right. I hope. And the dog has come in and the back door's wide open. Just copy and paste this. Kinda works, I guess. Now what I was thinking was just doing something silly like I did in Wonderland Adventure Valley. And that was to don't know if we can do it because of how small the pieces are. Separate them. Oh, sorry guys, 2 seconds. I'm just trying to think of how I did it. That does it look a bit too too clean and neat, guys? I mean, once we get some ivy and bits on it, Hey David, how you doing, dude? It's all going well, my man. I'm just pondering on how to potentially do this. I'm just... Guess we can have a support coming out of here somewhere. Tied it up. Caden, dude, how you doing, my man? You good? How you guys doing? How you doing, David? Anyway, you all good? Yourself, Caden? Hey? Make the walls into a spear, like kind of like an end tower. Are you on about this bit? I ain't got to this bit yet, but to connect the glass. I'm just trying to think how... I'm pretty sure I remember how to do it. I'm just trying to remember. Bear with me. Right. Let's move all this. Here. Then we want this. This. Hold on. Thank you. Right. Glass. Oh, for crying out loud, Ryan. Wakey, wakey. Okay. X. Two seconds, guys. Right. We can get building now. Hey dude, how you doing? I need you to answer a really important question. What project are you most proud of that you've made in Planet Coaster? Ooh, that is quite important. That is quite a cool question. I don't know, because they were all... Oh, you've got me there. Nice one, David. Makes a big difference with this game, buddy. Big difference. I don't know, Curious, to be perfectly honest with you, because I've enjoyed everything I've built, and it's hard to explain. Like, everything I built was at certain points. How can I put it? I don't know. If I had to pick one thing, I think... In all honesty, my favouriteest build was the snow globe. But I think the thing I'm probably most proud of is probably Thunderland Adventure Valley. It has to be. Why has my menu disappeared here? See, that's the issue you had. Okay, well, let me have a think about that one. I'll come back to you then, dude. Blimey. There's a question. No, it has to be Thunderland Adventure Valley. I mean, this ain't working for me. I don't know why. I can't figure this out. I've got to have a look at that off stream. I don't know if I can change. It's strange. Right, so we need to figure out beams now for the middle. Yeah, I'd probably say it has to be Thunderland Adventure Valley, purely because the themes worked so well with the songs. The reception it's had. I don't know what else to really say. I mean, I never thought it would have got the praise that it has done, because you don't when you're building it. You just build these things. Oh man. That's such a pain in the backside. Yes. Right. Because the reason why I wanted to do a greenhouse out here was because I wanted to be able to still see the building. I didn't want to kind of cover that view up. You know what I mean? And I think that works well. I hope. Once we get these girders in here, this will kind of make sense then. Just got to figure out how I'm going to do it. I've got. Okay, I'll tell you what, that still works. Okay. Yeah. That look a bit too clean, guys. Love this game. Actually, yeah, it feels alright, I think. Got to figure out what I'm going to do with this bit, really. No, I'm going to have to spend a lot of time looking at that. Right, okay, so they look pretty cool. Let's do now in the center. It's fairly structurally compliant. Right, okay. So, what I kind of want to do the ivy. Guess it doesn't really matter because I could put some on the inside, I guess. Put them in test mode, David. Bear with me. That's working well. Next question. What is your favourite part of Funland Adventure Valley? My favourite part of Funland Adventure Valley. It's precisely where the digger goes up the figure of 8 turn back, and it comes around, just comes around the top, and you get the whole view of the park. That's my favourite part of Funland Adventure Valley. Or specifically, if you're after a certain section, I'd probably say the Runaway Mine Train, Mine Mayhem. That's one of my best ever themed coasters. I love that coaster. And Ghost. I love Ghost as well. But guys, just to let you all know, Curious is the gentleman who's kindly doing the rebranding of the channel for me. So I can only imagine something's going to come together. It's appreciated, mate. Thank you very much. But then I look at this view here, and I think, subject to what supports I do for this bit, this is going to be pretty incredible. When that's going to tail off there, I'm thinking of having like a bridge over here, so this kind of like has that little interaction with it, and a tower, so that then this comes swooping down the side of the tower. So the issue I'm having, as I was saying, is supports. So I've put this monstrosity in, just a classic A-frame. What's your view, guys? I mean, it looks fairly realistic, but what it's doing is spoiling the views. Now, I thought to myself, okay, am I actually spoiling the views? Because by the time I get done with theming and doing everything, these are obviously going to be blended in. So, you know, we could have another tree here, for instance. Just lower that down a bit. Give it a wiggle. Even closer. See what I'm saying? So you kind of got to take them on face value. I'm not hugely fussed about doing them extremely realistic, but what I mean by it is the issue I have. I totally didn't think about it when I put the paving down and started doing, hey Chris, how you doing? Happy weekend. Hope you're all having a good Saturday. Where was I? I totally didn't think about, when these disappeared, what I was going to do about them. And the issue I have, from this angle, fine. And obviously we can have a tree here. I can bring this out, this rot work, etc. Blah, 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 blah. But it's what I do here. Now, just putting it out there, I was kind of thinking doing something, incorporating this but changing it a bit. But doing like maybe a scorpion tail-esque framework, like they've done on Hyperia, I think. Because then the eye isn't drawn out here. It's kind of, you're going to have four legs, I guess, which will then bow up. And then the back end of it, to be fair, I'd probably still have to have this here, because I'd have to come off here, come up, and then, yeah, it's a strange one. I'm just genuinely stuck there. That is a genuine issue. That's not good on the first area of the park. I've always done crazy stuff, and people are kind of, they've never really commented on it, apart from the odd one. You had the one say, well, you know, you haven't got that realistic lift hill support structure, especially in Funland Adventure Valley, where I did that flip back. It would be, wouldn't it? And then what I could do is actually, you know, you could potentially have it so that it winds back down here. So you'd kind of have it come up on a 4 legs here. Maybe not even a tail, just like a loop, but have it like 2 tails connected. I don't know, because it's going to be like hundreds of pieces just for that little structure, and it's annoying me. It's annoying. But I just feel for the look. Why can't I hear anything anyway? Oh, my headphones are down. Oh, where's Discord? Oh, wait. Oh. Okay. That's Sheikah. I've been on that many a time. Okay. So, I kind of got that, but the reason why these are so far apart is because the coaster carriage... I mean, I guess... No. It's where it is. See, if I went down there... I can't go down there because the carriage, you see. Or could I? But then it's a bit... See, if I can keep it slim... So you're telling... That is Sheikah. Yeah. So basically, what they're saying to me in that picture is that one needs to go a little bit higher. And then really, we only need one here. But here is directly under here. Especially I need to go higher with this one. But then they got one about here. It's going to look so messy. I have to think about that one, I think. Anyway, what do we rate into this? Is this working? Can't get in there. All right. I think that works, guys. Hey, Neil. Hey, Nature. How are you? Sorry, I had Discord open. If you use art pieces to make connect. True. I don't want to use too many pieces, though. I think it works. I think this works. This actually does work. For a first time pop at it, that's not bad. So what we do need to do though is have something just running down the middle to top it off. So what do we have in the locker? Not much. This I think is the only thing. Oh, so big. Oh, they. That's better. Nope. Pretty much, Neil, yeah. I just want... I just wanted to be able to see the towers as you left. So what I didn't want to do was kind of cover it all up. And this kind of works. Enough, guys? I know I've got to figure out something for here. So whether I just overlap it. Like, take this. Do this. Hold on. Far too many pieces, but that'll do for that. Get rid of Mr. Archer. So I think that does a job for block section. You know, you've got the realism aspect coming round if you have to. Plus, they get to see it go out the station. And you also get to see the building still as you come out with the cobwebs. So maybe a few more cobwebs. And what am I missing here? What's going on here? What am I missing? So that's... I think that does the job, guys. What do you reckon? Kind of just bringing in that mixture of glass and shapes and angles and all sorts and ivy. We'll get some more cobwebs in there as well and stuff, just kind of like liven it up a little bit more. But that's definitely getting there now. So. Cheers, Neil. Cheers, Chris. Yeah, it works well, the old broken wall. Does the job nicely. So, what we actually want to do is change these windows. To these ones. Delete. I'll get there eventually one day, guys. I always do this. Okay. Yep. No worries, Chris. Catch you in a bit. Rocky, it is getting late, isn't it? We're going to be going for 2 hours tonight. There you go. There's the train. It's so good coming through here. Two seconds, guys. It's definitely getting there. So we can raise that train track up a bit, which is good. Yeah, guys, in all honesty, I'm getting a bit tired myself. I've been up since 7 this morning, so it is 10 past 11 here in the UK. So I know we didn't get much done tonight, but at least we got some done, and there was some good updates for you. We got this awning coming in here, so I'll just rerun through them now. So my apologies, guys, but I got a little bit of a headache coming on. So my apologies, but where are we? So we did the greenhouse, which I think works really, really well. Let's have a quick look at it from this lady's point of view. Oh, no. Typical. So I think this works really well. And then we'll do one last ride on both, what do you call it? Horror Heights, guys. Just to show you the differences again. And then we'll finish up. So there we go, we got the update, the building, as you can see, got a couple of bats in there, feeling quite good at night time, just quickly show you, it's got a good vibe going to it, which is nice. We've got a pitchfork, we've got the axe, broken window laying down there, just little bits that I've added. So we'll do the towers as a sign-off, guys. So my apologies that I'm finishing a little bit earlier than expected. But yeah, I'm just not feeling 100%. So my apologies, guys. Hopefully I'll get a decent night's sleep. And then we are... I'll tell you what, we'll do it from that view. From that view. And then tomorrow I can get a load more building done for you. Could do. I didn't really want to add too much more to these, but we'll see. We'll see how it looks, dude. I won't do it tonight though, we'll have a look tomorrow. Remind me tomorrow, I see. It's a real banging headache coming in over my eyebrows. Too much screen time. Yeah, got the train going through. Cheers, David. Thank you, mate. And then they're all open, and you get a whole view of the park. Which is cool. Which I think is quite cool. So that's Tower 1. Tower 2 is literally just going away now. Timing that was, guys. Does look so weird upside down. It really does. You imagine a load of coasters and everything in front of that, in between this and the city backdrop, Tom. It looks so good when it's done. It is, but it depends how you do it, buddy, and we've got to figure all that out yet. I love that upside down bit, it looks so cool. You got to remember though, there's going to be a massive support structure in the middle there. Cheers, Neil. We're definitely picking up pace with it anyway. Let's get in there. I did duplicate them, David, but the differences are this one has an upside down hallway and the other one is the normal way up. Crikey, this headache, guys. Seriously, wow. Oh, blimey. Yeah, I'll just fast forward it for you, David. So the differences on this one basically are a couple of different areas where I've put the steam jets, etc. Just, you know, if there's anyone eagle-eyed enough to notice. And then as we come up here, there is an electric box there that does spark, as you can see. It just does it randomly. And then basically this view here. So, where are we? So basically, this is all upside down, which I think looks incredible. And if we zoom over to the other one, the right way up. So there you go. How different. They look so different. And the only differences I've actually done in here is I've changed the gargoyles. So these gargoyles are winged ones. And the other ones are just the normal non-winged ones. So everything else is the same apart from a couple of pillars just because obviously clipping. But yeah, it looks kind of trippy. So I thought might as well do something. And I thought, well, I didn't want to retheme it. And I didn't want to have to redo everything again. So I thought, well, why don't I just flip it and see what happens? And it took a couple of hours to get right. I know it sounds silly that you're just flipping something, but there's 188 pieces that a lot of it was individual. So I've had to put all that together. That took quite some time. And then it didn't flip on the same axis. So I had to line it all up. But yeah, no, it really does feel quite funky, that. I really like that. It really does look quite good. So that's the cool thing is, it's just whether anyone notices that it's that different when they ride both, you know? But we'll see. But they're the only differences. And a couple of pipe work, excuse me, and that's about it. Yeah, I'm tired, guys. My apologies. So yeah, just to finish off the stream then. So we did finish off the major parts of the roof. So I'm just debating whether to do the back end of the roof with the spikes, the railing. And reason being is you don't really notice it. So I'm not too sure whether or not I'll do that. But I added these bits on here as well that work really well. They just kind of make it look a little bit wider at the top, give it that little bit more of a swooped look instead of just an upright. So that looks quite cool. Did all this earlier today, this back end. Feels a bit flat, so I've got to do something just to make it feel a little bit more, I don't know, I need some shadows on here somehow. Maybe I'll put a old tree in here, which I did here, you'll see. I just put the planter in. Do that now actually. The problem I had earlier with these trees is they're so difficult. Right, so that's pretty much where it's going to have to go. That's on the same angle as that now. Actually works quite well. I will go with that for tonight. We'll do one last dark ride on this, guys. Yeah, my apologies. Yeah, I've just got this real banging headache coming on, so my apologies. A pressure one just above the eyebrows, so apologies, guys. Hopefully get a good night's sleep, wake up in the morning refreshed, and hit it again for you. Gives that nice lift. Let's just have one last look. Closes that area quite nicely now just with that tree. So yeah, we'll get some other stuff in there, guys. But yeah, my apologies that we're finishing up a little bit early. One other thing I have done is put a toilets down here and sorted out this dodgy path this side. I've still got to sort it out this side, but that's now all level. And we've got a couple of usable toilets, so that's now done as well. Yeah, I don't think I did anything else around here. Actually, I did. There was a big update. I forgot about this. So what I've done, I've used the Ghostbuster pieces at the back. The wall drop pieces. And basically, I've literally just put them in the cracks. So it just gives it another level. Plus, they're half the size of the normal pieces. So it gives it that forced, you know, depth perception or whatever you want to call it, forced perspective. And I'll just put some struts behind just to hold them up. But it's just kind of given this whole area another level of depth, which looks really, really good. I don't think I did anything else around here. Yes, I did. I changed this path so that it goes directly up into it now instead of coming round. It just looked wrong how it was. So that's now all sorted. I've also made these a little bit closer together so they're not as far apart. Sounds silly, but it just added another little different feel to it. And then down this alley as well, I've just put kind of a topper on there as well. So as you look down it, it's just got that forced perspective look, should we say. Oh yeah, and added this floor. Added another floor on top of the restaurant, so that's now all done. It just looks like a proper cityscape now, which I think is pretty cool. I'm not going to put any of these kind of backdrops up the top here, because that means then I've got to somehow disguise them behind here. So that's going to be the natural break in the top of the cityscape, should we say. But yeah, no, it's yeah, it feels a lot better now. I still feel as though we need to do something here. It just looks a bit lackluster there, maybe because the building is this big, basically. But now you just got that depth perception. It just feels so cool. Yeah, and the fact that you got a coaster popping over there potentially, and you got a coaster just pop. Look at that! How cool is that? So yeah. I don't think I did anything else, but I've been here and I've been there. Put another drain pipe on here at the back. Drain pipes up the top here, air conditioning units, fire things, etc. So yeah. Yeah, they kind of work really well there. I mean, they're so cool. I've just never had a need for them in the past. And literally, you know, they got different sizes as well, so you can have different levels of backdrop. So you could have like this, you know, there for instance, and it just gives it another level, you know. But they're cool. I've got the billboards up already, the Stay Puffed. You got like shop fronts and everything as well. I did have in Magic Kingdom in the street, just as a backdrop bit, which worked quite well. And I'm still trying to figure out how I can use this piece, but I think this piece more than anything is, for me, it's kind of a backdrop to a ride, isn't it? I guess more than anything. I tried putting it down like the end here, but it didn't look right, and it was the same down here because these aren't roads. It just didn't look right, basically. So yeah. But yeah, these are really cool little pieces. They're not too great in the sun, so you have to be careful where you place them because there's no texture to them. And it's a shame because we have some lovely items here. Where are they? These pieces, which are brickwork. But the problem is, when the sun gets on them, you can't see the brickwork. So it's too shiny. There you go. There you go. So, if you're ever going to use them, try and use them for interior purposes more than anything. But yeah, no, they work quite well. And the nice thing is you can't see them from down here, so they're not causing any issues in respect to height or anything. And then obviously I'm yet to do anything around here. So, but I'm loving how the towers now look in the background. If you have a look at that backdrop there, you think that's kind of 90% done, I guess. So you're getting a good look and a good vibe of how the park's going to come together. I mean, that there, you know, how cool does that look? So, yeah, hopefully it'll come off. But yeah, no, guys, I shall hopefully catch you tomorrow. I just want to thank you to all the new subscribers for joining the channel as well. It is genuinely appreciated. I don't often ask for support, but I am out of work at the moment. And if you'd like to become a member of the channel, you're more than welcome via Patreon or YouTube. You don't have to. Just a like would suffice on the video if you enjoy the park coming together, guys. So, yeah. Have a great morning, afternoon, evening, sleep, wherever you are in the world, guys. I'm going to sign off now. And hopefully be back tomorrow for you. Guys, catch you all very soon. Thanks again. Thanks for all joining, everybody. And have a lovely sleep. I'll speak to you all soon. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.